What is going on, viewers? My name is Chuck Butler. Yeah. That's right. And guess what you're tuning into? Something you've been waiting for all weekend. No party or outing with your friends or family could compare to this one singular moment on this beautiful, glorious Sunday. That's right. You are tuning into the one, the only Stock Talk Sunday. And in this segment, I go over what I plan to trade for the upcoming week in the market. Don't forget to obliterate that like button and subscribe only if you found value in whatever I was saying during this video. Let's go ahead and jump right into it. I hope you guys are having a wonderful Sunday, and I hope you guys will have an even better profitable week. So let's go ahead and jump into my Thinkorswim desktop application, which you can download for free only if you have a TD Ameritrade account, and you can open one up for free, and it requires no monthly maintenance fees. I know I'm not a spokesman. I'm just here to look out for the man, the little man, if you know what I mean. And I'm sorry that I'm talking like this right now, but I just recorded. I just recorded this video 24 minutes ago, and come to find out that at the end of it, the mic was unplugged halfway through. So yeah, I'm kind of furious, but you know what? I'm still pumped. And guess what? I'm gonna put this out. I'm gonna put this video out before I go to work for you guys. That's a promise. That's a promise I'm gonna make for you. So let's go ahead and break it down. What I plan to trade for the week. I have my main watch list composed of leverage to 3 times ETFs, because those are what I mainly trade. And then just for my viewers who don't trade those, if you trade more of the blue chip companies or more of the big boys, as I like to call them, I got Netflix, Tesla, Apple, Facebook, Nvidia, Microsoft, Twitter, and AMD on call, broken down, waiting for me to talk about them. So that's gonna be for you. Then I also break down the futures, which I use to trade the leverage to 3 times ETFs. So some of my viewers may just trade commodities, and they may want another insight on the future. So boom, I'm appealing to the people. And then I do have some tickers that I do have on watch that I may see value in, some other ones, or you may see value in. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. First, we're gonna break down the futures. All right, so for the futures this week, I'm going to be bullish on every single one of them. Let's go ahead and talk about the gold future /GC. As you can see, it's been on a beautiful ascending uptrending pattern on the 4-hour time frame. You see that I have right here. Let's go ahead and zoom in. Last week, it hit my zone about 3 times. It never broke below that, and it continued to trend up, breaking the minor resistance it had at around 1320, and now it is at another resistance at around 1325. But I do believe that it does have enough strength to keep going and to keep pushing. Why is it pushing? I do not know why. I'm a technical trader. I don't really work on the fundamental analysis. Don't forget to make sure to do your own due diligence with everything I break down. Have your own opinion, Don't just trust whatever I say. I don't think you should trust anything what everybody says. I think that you should at least do some of your own due diligence. Go ahead and talk about what I use GC for, and I use GC to trade the leverage 3 times ETF tickers JNUG and JDST. JNUG is the bullish leverage 3 times ETF, and JNUG and JDST is the bearish. So obviously I'm going to be for JNUG this week. Last week, as you can see, it hit my zone just as /GC did. Continued to trend up past that minor resistance at 11, and now it is at another resistance at around 1150. Another minor one. I do have my alerts set for the break above 1150 and 1164. Then after that, I do see another resistance at around 12, but a clear resistance around 12. And then let's go ahead and look at why I won't trade JDST. Disgusting descending pattern, and it's making lower lows, and this year it's already made its lowest low. So I'm not trading a descending pattern unless I'm shorting, which I don't have the capability of doing so. Let's go ahead and move over to oil. Alright then, as you can see, we have oil right here, /CL, the crude oil futures, and then there's XOP, the oil and gas. I'll explain why I use both, how I use both individually. Now let's see. As you can say, as I've said, I'm bullish on all of the commodities. As you can see, let's zoom in. Excuse me. As you can see, /CL, it has passed a resistance at around 56. Here, let me go ahead and zoom in on the 1 hour so you guys can see better. The alert's in the middle of my alert is in the way of my trend line. There it is. Okay, as you can see, it did pass the resistance at around 56. I do see it continuing to trend even further up, and the next resistance I see is at around 58. So let me go ahead and set my alert back for the breakdown below 56. Boom, bam. Now let's go over and to UWT, which I use to trade /CL. This is the bullish leverage 3 times ETF, and DWT is the bearish leverage 3 times ETF. So as you can see, UWT is on a beautiful ascending uptrend pattern. And last week, if I would have just swung this from about 12 to where it's at right now, 15, that would have been 26.4%. You know what that's you know what that is right there? That's a moon Lambo right there. That is moon Lambos. And obviously I do see, oops, let me go ahead, zoom out, boom, bam. I do see another minor resistance that it has right now at around 1520. Then after that, another resistance at 16. But then if it can cross the 1520 and 16, moon Lambos. I'm talking moon Lambos. Now let's go over to the bearish version, DWT, and why I wouldn't want to trade that. Disgusting descending pattern. This is not moon Lambos. No, none of it is. It's following the descending pattern, and it broke the support that it had at 850. This blue line right here, I like to use blue trend lines as support points and red trend lines as resistance points. It broke that support line, so it shows weakness, and it shows that it's going to continue to break down even further. And I do see a next support that it has at around 8. So let me go ahead and draw another one for that. Let me go ahead and color it blue, and then set my alert for the break below 8. But let me also set my alert for the break above 850 if it decides to trend back up there again. So see, bam. All right, now let's talk about ticker symbol XOP. This is correlated to /CL, but not exactly, because it is an oil and gas ETF, and the leverage 3 times ETF Gush and Drip follows XOP more than it does /CL. Gush is going to be the bullish leveraged 3 times ETF, and Drip is going to be the bear. So let's go ahead and talk about why I would be for Gush. Well, look at it. Another beautiful ascending trend line, just like UWT. If I would have held it last week and sold it from where it's at right now, 31.58%. Moon Lambo. Moon Lambo. No, that's not a Moon Lambo. You know what that is? That is a Jupiter Ferrari. That's a Jupiter Ferrari. Alright? That's what we're calling it this time, huh? And I do see that it does have a resistance. It does have a resistance at around 12. Then another minor resistance at 1240. Then another resistance at 13. But if it can pass all 3 of those, Jupiter Ferraris. Jupiter Ferraris. That's all I'm going to say. Now, let's move over to ticker symbol /NG. And as you can see, /NG, it hasn't been doing so hot. It hasn't been doing too hot since last year. But when I zoom in, I want you guys to tell me what you see here that I see. I'm going to give you about 5 seconds. All right, 3, 2, 1, go. All right, time's up. So, as you can see, these two bubbles that I have drawn right here. What do you think those are? I know what those are. But I want you to tell me what you think those are. And forget that. I'm just gonna tell you what I think they are. That my viewers, if you are not educated on on common patterns in the stock market, that is a double bottom. And a double bottom usually signals a reversal. And /NG, it hasn't been making lower lows. This was its chance to make the lower low last week, but it didn't. It just double bottomed around where it bounced last time. So what I see, a trend reversal. It does have a minor resistance though at around 12.645. Then if it can cross that, I see another resistance at 2.7. But if it can get past both of those, I can see a full-on reversal, or as others would like to call it, Neptune Bugattis. Not moon Lambos, not Jupiter Ferraris. No, this is a Neptune Bugatti. Neptune Bugatti. So let's go ahead and move over to ticker symbol UGAZ and ticker symbol DGAS. These are the natural gas leverage 3 times the ETF. UGAS is going to be the bullish. DGAS is going to be the bearish. Now let's move over to ticker symbol UGAS on why I would want to swing this for the next week. As you can see, I do see a minor resistance. It has at around 30, and right now it is at a resistance at around 12.50. I do have my alert set for the break of 12.50 and the break of 30 as well. But then after that, I see. But after it breaks 30, I do see another resistance at around 32, 32.6, and after that, Neptune Bugattis, people. So yeah, that's gonna be it for. It's going to be it for the commodities, I believe. Now let's go ahead and talk about SPY as well. I usually start off with SPY. I apologize. Now SPY has been on a beautiful ascending uptrending pattern, but it is coming to that 280 resistance. We're going to go, and I'm going to go over all my breakdowns tomorrow on Monday for the Monday market breakdown to see what I was right about and what I was wrong about, and to see what I can play or what is going to be in play for the week if I have not already taken a position. So yeah, that's going to be it for my main tickers, and that's going to be it for the commodities. So let's go ahead and briefly go over some of the big boys. I didn't fully break these down because I don't trade them on a regular basis. You guys may know more about how they play out than I do, but these breakdowns are literally just a 2-minute quick breakdown of what I see and where I think they're going to go. So let's go ahead and start with Netflix. All right, so Netflix, what do you see here? I see a bullish pennant, and what that means is that it's going to be the same resistance, but it's going to have an ascending trend line as well. And at the end of bullish pennants or bearish pennants, what tends to happen? Well, what tends to happen on these patterns is that at the end of the pennants, which is going to be around right here around this area, see how it's trading in this between these two lines. It's ascending, but also keeping the same resistance. At the end of it, it's going to either break up or break down. We don't know yet until it reaches the end. So we'll see what happens on the Monday market breakdown. Now let's go ahead and move over to ticker symbol TSLA. And sorry, making sure my volume is still good because I don't think I have time to record another one. All right, so let's go ahead and break it down. About a month ago, I had a descending trend line drawn for Tesla about right here, and I believed that it was going to keep following it, but it did something interesting. It did something interesting last week. It never even got to the top of this descending trend line. It made a new one instead. So let me go ahead and delete this. And how you know it made a new one is that it's following it. Look, the top right here and the top right here. So that's twice already. So what I believe what's going to happen next, if the pattern stays true, is that as you can see, these two This purple line. Well, what is it? What is it? You're right. It's a bearish pennant, the inverse of the bullish pennant, huh? Or some people call it a ascending triangle or descending triangle. Now, as you can see, for the bearish one, it's going to have the same support, unlike the bullish one where it has the same resistance, and then it's just going to have a slowly decreasing descending trend line. So at the end of it, guess what's going to happen? It's either going to break up or break down. So let me go ahead and set my alert for the break up or the breakdown. I believe at 305 here. Oh, let me go ahead and set up that. My alert for Netflix, the break above 365. I could type it in, but I'm being difficult. Let me go ahead and set my alert for the breakdown. Okay, below 350. That's already prevalent. All right, Apple. Apple, another ascending trend line, but another interesting thing that happened this week is trading in between two zones. This is perfect, a horizontal pattern. So if it breaks up above it, I already have my alert set above 172.47, and my alert set for the breakdown below 168.31. If it breaks down below that, obviously I'm going to be bearish on Apple. If it breaks above it, I'm going to be bullish on Apple. But last week it did hit a previous resistance I have drawn at around 175. But it didn't make any lower lows. It just kept trading in between this horizontal pattern, and obviously it has the trend line to back it up as well. So that's going to be it for Apple. Let's move over to Facebook. Another beautiful ascending uptrending pattern. The only thing I can say about this one is that it did hit a previous resistance at around 171, and what it has going for it right now is that one or two things could happen. It could bounce at the support it has at around 160, or it can bounce from the trend line. We'll see either or. We'll see how either or works on Monday. Either way, I do have my alert set for the break below 160. So let's go ahead and move on to NVIDIA. Another beautiful ascending uptrending pattern. Last week hit a resistance. I believe it's going to continue to follow the trend line, but I do have my alert set for the break below 155. That's going to be it for that one. Watch out for earnings. Let's move over to Microsoft. Another ascending uptrending pattern. It did break resistance last week at around 108. Now let's see if it can hold above it. I do have my alert set for the break of 109. There's not really a resistance right there. I just want to follow up with it. Then let me go ahead and set my alert for the break down below 105. Bam. All right, let's move over to ticker symbol TWTR. Another beautiful ascending uptrending pattern. I do see a resistance at around 32. And that's going to be basically it for that one. If it can get above this white zone and break that 32 resistance. Pluto, wait, it's coming to me. Pluto Wraiths. Yeah. So we got Moon Lambos, Jupiter Ferraris, Neptune Bugattis, and Pluto Wraiths. All right, now let's go ahead and move over to ticker symbol AMD. Another beautiful ascending uptrending pattern. It does have a clear resistance at around 24, but if it can break that, then I do see a minor resistance at around 24.50. Then after that, resistance at 25. Then if it can cross all of those, Pluto Wraiths. All right, so that's going to be it for the main watch and the big boy watch. So let's go ahead and talk about the three random ticker symbols that I found or that have been given to me by other friends or colleagues. Ticker symbol RIG. It is traded in a horizontal pattern. There are earnings on Monday, so watch out for that. Horizontal pattern support at 8, resistance at 9. It did break above 9 last week, but it was not able to hold above it. But earnings may be able to push it up, and if it can be pushed up, the heck. If earnings can push it up, I do see another minor resistance at around 930. Let me go ahead and set my alert for the break of that. And then after that, a break above 10. And then if it can break above 10, another resistance at 11. Then after that, Galaxy Formula Cars. Nah, it doesn't work. That doesn't sound as sexy as Pluto Wraiths or Neptune Bugattis. I'll think of some more next video. Then let's go over and move over to my Thinkorswim is retaliating. I believe it was MNTA. Okay, MNTA, a pharmaceutical company. That's all I can say about that. Obviously, I do see that from its downtrend that it is starting to make higher highs, as you can see on this small ascending trend line. I do have my alert set for the break of 14. If it can break that, it does have a resistance at 1438. Watch out for earnings. Then after that, another resistance at around 1558. Then if it can cross all those, some more Pluto Wraiths. Now let's move over to the last ticker symbol for the video. Let me check if my audio still on. Oh, thank God it is. All right then. So, as you can see, the beautiful horizontal pattern. The bottom is at around 16. Top is at around 20. I obviously missed it last week, but if I would have got in near the bottom from 16 to about 20, that's 24.65%. I'm talking Neptune Bugattis here, people. That would have been beautiful, but if you didn't have the chance to go long, you can, in fact, go short if the pattern does stay true, and just short it from 20 down back to 16, and then, well, as soon as you're done with that, play it from 16 back to 20. It's like a money printing machine. The reason I love these patterns is because you can just keep playing them. Look, if you were able to play the market both ways, from here to here, that's one time. Here to here, that's two times. Here to here, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I mean, you get you get what I'm telling. Money printing patterns. That's what I like to call these money. They're just so they're just too easy to be true. So yeah, that's gonna be it for this Stock Talk Sunday. I hope you guys are pumped up for next week. The swing season is back in. I'm gonna try to swing something for you guys and myself. Don't forget to comment down below if you have any questions as to what I was talking about, if you're confused, or if you want to like hash out and break down some tickers, or see if you see something of value that you want me to break down, or or if you have advice for me on how to break down certain things. We can learn from each other basically. So yeah, that's gonna be it for this Stock Talk Sunday. I hope to see you guys tomorrow for the Monday market breakdown. Don't forget to do your own due diligence. I'm here to help, not hinder. And yeah, that's gonna be it. So see you guys later.